Salvador here. And folks, I am completely fired up. Can you even believe this kind of betrayal? This straight-up punch to the gut of the entire WWE universe? Liv Morgan, the self-titled Revenge Queen, just dropped a massive bombshell on Monday Night Raw that has the wrestling world spinning out of control. She didn't just call out Stephanie Vaquer for a match at Wrestlemania. Oh no, she labeled her a thief of legacies and accused her of snatching the spotlight that should rightfully belong to homegrown stars like herself. This isn't just a challenge, it's a full-on declaration of war that has fans screaming about betrayal, and if you're not upset right now, you're simply not paying attention. How dare Liv turn the road to WrestleMania into her own personal revenge trip? Stay with us, because we're going all the way in on this, breaking it down piece by piece, and I promise you, by the time we're done, you'll be hitting that share button and flooding the comments with your thoughts. Let's go back to last night's Raw, where the whole arena was already buzzing with energy. The crowd was alive after a hard-hitting opener, but nobody, and I truly mean nobody, could have seen this coming. Liv Morgan walks out to the ring, mic in hand, that familiar smirk spread across her face like she owns the entire place. But this time, something's different. This time, there's a burning fire in her eyes and a sharp edge in her voice that cuts right through the air. She grabs the mic and lets it rip. Stephanie Vaquer, you think you can just walk into WWE from across the border and take what belongs to me? You've been riding your international hype train, but at WrestleMania, I'm going to show the world the fraud you really are. Boom! The crowd goes wild, half cheering, half gasping. This isn't just trash talk. This is personal. This is raw. And it's got everyone asking, what long-buried grudge is Liv holding on to? Hello, viewers. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. Now, for those who may not know the full story, Stephanie Vaquer is no beginner. This powerhouse from Chile has been tearing up rings in CMLL and beyond, earning titles and respect with her sharp technical skills and high-flying style. When WWE signed her last year, it was supposed to be a fresh new start, a brand new chapter for the women's division. But instead, Liv's making it sound like Vaquer's arrival is some kind of invasion. Outrageous, right? How can one superstar decide who gets to shine and who doesn't? This whole thing smells like pure entitlement, and it's splitting the locker room faster than you can say oblivion. Picture this, the chaos on Raw didn't stop at words. Right as Liv's promo hits its highest point, the lights go dark, and out comes Vaquer herself. Fresh off her NXT call-up, she storms the ring with a look on her face that could cut right through steel. No words needed. She slides under the ropes and bang! Fists start flying. Liv dodges a clothesline, answers back with a kick to the gut, and just like that, it's total madness. Security rushes in, but not before Vaquer connects with a sharp superkick that sends Liv crashing down. The crowd is on their feet, chanting, "This is awesome," while I'm sitting here thinking, this is absolutely insane. Why jump straight to fists so fast? Is this the new normal for WWE rivalries, or is there something much bigger brewing beneath the surface? Let's dig a little deeper. Liv Morgan's path to this moment has been one wild ride. From her time in the Riot Squad to her jaw-dropping Money in the Bank cash-in on Ronda Rousey, Liv has always been the underdog fighting with a point to prove. But lately, she's grown into this revenge-fueled force, especially after her clashes with Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day. Winning the Women's World Championship last year only fed her ego more, and now she's going after Vaquer? It really feels like Liv is trying to lock the door on the division, keeping out outsiders to protect her spot at the top. Outrageous! Fans have been waiting for international talents like Vaquer to bring fresh and exciting matchups, and Liv's trying to crush that dream before it even gets started. On the other side of things, Stephanie Vaquer is no one you push around. Born in Santiago, Chile, she started wrestling at 18 and quickly became a star across Latin America. Her signature moves, the Vaquer driver, a brutal package pile driver, and her high-flying attacks have left opponents wrecked. When WWE brought her in, it was seen as a huge moment for the women's division, adding that worldwide flavor fans have been hungry for. But Liv's challenge paints her as the bad guy, accusing her of stealing chances that weren't hers to take. Stealing? Vaquer worked hard for her spot through years of grinding on the independent scene. This whole story feels twisted, and it has me absolutely fired up. How can Liv rewrite the truth just to push her own agenda? The madness on Raw grew even bigger when other superstars started getting involved. Becky Lynch tried to step in and ended up eating an oblivion from Liv for her trouble. Then, out of nowhere, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv's on-and-off ally, shows up, turning the whole thing into one huge brawl. Chairs flying, bodies hitting the mat, it looked like a scene straight out of a war. And through all of it, Vaquer ends up standing tall, mic in hand once the dust clears. Liv, want me at WrestleMania? You've got me. But remember, I don't just fight, I conquer. The arena erupted, but I'm left wondering, is this the beginning of something truly epic? Or is WWE rushing a rivalry that could blow up in their faces? Going even deeper into the outrage, let's talk about what this all means for WrestleMania. This year's Mania is already loaded. Roman Reigns defending against Cody Rhodes in a possible rematch, Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, but throw in Liv versus Vaquer? It's a ticking time bomb. Liv's challenge calls for a no-holds-barred match, which means everything is on the table. Weapons, outside help, blood, it's going to be absolutely brutal. But here's where it gets interesting. Rumors are going around that this isn't just about pride. People close to the situation are saying Vaquer was originally set for a title shot against Bayley, but Liv used her pull backstage to force her way into the picture. If that's true, that's a dirty move. How can WWE let behind-the-scenes power plays control what happens on screen? It's maddening for fans who just want fair competition. Look at the fan reaction pouring in right now. Social media is on fire. Hashtag Liv versus Vaquer trending all around the world, with half the universe backing Liv's revenge take our turf attitude, and the other half calling her out for something much uglier. One tweet reads, Liv's just scared of real competition. Vaquer's going to expose her. Another says, finally someone's standing up to the imports. Go Liv! This split is very real, and it's driving the conversation through the roof. But at what cost? Is WWE building something meaningful, or just pouring fuel on a fire? As a fan, it outraged me that our beloved sport is being turned into a playground for personal grudges. Let's take a closer look at Liv's mindset. Why go after Vaquer specifically? Looking at their history, there's a very telling detail. Back in 2024, during a WWE tour in Mexico, Liv and Vaquer crossed paths at a joint event with CMLL. Reports say a backstage argument over promo time left some bad blood between them. Liv felt like Vaquer's crowd reactions made her look small, and she's been holding on to that anger ever since. This challenge isn't random at all. It's payback that's been building for years. It's outrageous that WWE is letting old indie scene tensions spill over into the biggest stage in wrestling. It adds interesting layers, but it also risks pushing away international fans who look up to Vaquer as a hero. Vaquer's response? Pure heat. In a post-Raw sit-down, she fired right back. Liv thinks she's the queen? I'll knock her off that throne at Mania and remind everyone why Chile produces warriors. Her confidence is hard to ignore, but Liv's experience, multiple Mania appearances, championship reigns, makes this a real David versus Goliath story with a twist. Vaquer's clean technical style against Liv's sneaky, crafty approach? It's a dream match on paper, but the ugly build-up is what's really got my blood boiling. Zooming in on the Raw brawl, let's walk through every moment. Liv kicks it off with her promo, slowly turning the tension up. Then Vaquer's music hits, that intense, driving Chilean rhythm, and the crowd loses their minds. They circle each other like two predators, and then they collide. Liv goes for a DDT, but Vaquer flips it into a Hurricane Rana. The ring shakes as they trade shot for shot. Security jumps in, but not before Liv leans in and whispers something that makes Vaquer snap completely, leading right into that superkick. After the brawl, the arena floor is covered in debris, fans screaming for more. This didn't feel scripted at all. It felt real, raw, and completely out of control. Now let's fast forward to WrestleMania and paint the picture. Liv drops down from the rafters in her revenge gear, pyros bursting all around her. Vaquer makes her entrance with Chilean flags waving throughout the crowd, and the fans are torn right down the middle. The match begins slowly, building to pure insanity. Tables shattered, candlesticks swinging wildly. Liv lands the Oblivion, but Vaquer kicks out. Vaquer hits her driver, Liv somehow survives. And then the finish, a shocking appearance from a mystery person that flips everything on its head. But who could it be? Maybe Rhea Ripley, looking for her own revenge against Liv. The options are endless, and it's got me excited and frustrated all at once. Looking at the bigger picture, Liv's climb from NXT underdog to main event star is an amazing story, but her recent heel turn has fans seriously questioning who she really is. Is she a hero or just a hypocrite? Vaquer, on the other hand, stands for what WWE's global growth looks like. Much like Asuka and Io Sky before her, international stars have made this product richer and better. Liv's challenge puts all of that at risk, sparking a much bigger conversation about who belongs. It's outrageous that in 2026 we're still having these kinds of fights. Fan polls show 55% standing behind Vaquer, pointing to their fresh energy and exciting style. Comments like "Liv's done, Vaquer is the future" go head-to-head with "Liv built this whole division." The passion out there is real, and it's pushing views and shares through the roof. Is this WWE being clever? Maybe, but it also feels a little manipulative. When it comes to how this all ends, Liv wins by being crafty, but Vaquer ends up stealing the whole show and earning a big push going forward. Or Vaquer pulls off the upset and launches herself straight into superstardom. Either way, this match is going to change their careers forever. To wrap it all up, this bombshell has shaken WWE right down to its foundation. Liv's call out of Vaquer for Wrestlemania isn't just a match being booked, it's a statement, a battle cry that has us all choosing sides. I'm fired up, you're fired up, so let's turn that energy into something. Hit that like button whether you're on Team Liv or Team Vaquer. Drop your predictions down in the comments. Who walks away with the win and why? And make sure you subscribe to Wrestle Vault for more of the latest breaking news and hot takes. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know and let's send this one viral. Until next time, stay passionate, stay loud.